Oke. Ini mohon maaf karena sepertinya si Aileen mengalami masalah teknis. Jadi kita tunggu a few minutes ya, sambil menunggu dianya untuk join. Setelah dianya join, kita akan mulai. Juga sambil menunggu harapannya lebih banyak yang sudah bergabung. Yang daftar sekitar 200-an sih. Latif, ya terima kasih atas informasinya. Memang mungkin seperti itu yang terjadi. Padahal kita ngeblasnya pakai email Ubaya loh. Nah, anyway, ini ada live stream di YouTube. Jadi nanti in case ada yang miss ya bisa lihat di live stream YouTube ya. Ya, kemarin juga ada yang update kalau email informasi ID-nya itu ada yang masuk spam. Nah, itu yang memang nggak tahu, tidak bisa kita hindari. Padahal kita sudah pakai email resmi dari email Ubaya. Demikian, Latif. Nanti setelah acara ini, kita juga akan blast email lagi kepada peserta yang sudah mendaftar. Dan kita informasikan link YouTube-nya. Siapa tahu ada yang tidak join karena tadi ada yang masuk spam dan mereka tidak aware gitu. Tapi semua peserta yang mendaftar sudah kita blast semua ID-nya. Hari Jumat dan pagi tadi bagi yang baru mendaftar antara Jumat sampai Minggu pagi tadi sudah kita blast lagi. Jadi semestinya sih semuanya sudah well informed di emailnya ya. Gitu. Demikian Latif. Oke, ini Aileen sudah bergabung. Halo Aileen, how are you?
Hello, Pak. I'm good, thank you. And how are you?
That's good. I'm good, and I think all of the students here are good, ready to learn from you how to be successful in IISMA 2022. Thank you, Aileen, for taking time delivering this session. And I hope and I believe that this session will be very useful and beneficial for all of Ubaya students who plan to apply for IISMA 2022. Okay, you want to say something, Aileen, to the audience?
I just hope this meeting can be useful for all of you guys.
Okay, thank you. Well, I don't know. Do you guys prefer for me to speak in English or in Indonesia? We are both fine to speak either English or Indonesia. Which one do you prefer, guys? If both are fine, Aileen, you wanna speak Indonesian or English?
I think I don't mind either way.
Okay, so we will try to speak English. Then if you want to ask in Indonesia, it's also fine, okay? Let me or allow me to share screen my PPT. I believe that you guys can see my share screen, right? Okay, so first of all, I would like to say thank you to all of you Ubaya students who have registered and participate in this session. Today's session, we will talk about things to prepare for IISMA 2022, or we can also say tips and tricks to be successful in IISMA 2022. Because in fact, this ISMA 2022 has not been launched yet, has not been officially launched yet. So I make this session just to give you a brief insight and make you well prepared of what will you do or you need to do for the ISMA 2022 once it's already launched, officially launched. Okay. So the speakers today would be me. I am Adi Tejakusuma. I am the director for the Office of Institutional Cooperation. I'm also a lecturer at the Ubaya FPE. And the second one is Aileen Tanjung. She is, I don't know, are you still industrial engineering student, or can I say alumni?
Yes, actually, I'm an industrial engineering graduate. And now I've been working at Shopee for about 2 months.
Okay, that's cool. So if you see, I think one of the success story of ISMA 2021 awardee is working in a very good company, Shopee. And yeah, Aileen is also awardee who studied at University of York in UK for a semester, right?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, then this is the objectives of today's session. We would like to inform you. Wait, let me spotlight first. Sorry. We would like to let me spotlight Eileen and me. Okay. We would like to inform you things to prepare for the upcoming ISMA. We also want to encourage Ubaya students to join ISMA, and we want to have more Ubaya students joining ISMA 2022. Then for today's agenda, I will start with my presentation for around 20 till 30 minutes. Then it will be continued with Aileen, who will present, who will share about her experience in applying for ISMA. Then we will conclude our session with question and answer session, where you can ask anything related to ISMA. Something that is more technical for application or registration, Aileen would be very happy to answer it. So please feel free, because this is important for your application of ISMA 2022. Okay. Okay, this is my outline of my presentation. I will talk about the background and what is ISMA itself, and we'll continue with Aileen's session. Okay, the background. This is actually the DICTI, the Ministry of Education program, to encourage more student mobility. In this case, is Indonesian students to overseas, especially to top universities overseas or worldwide. Like in last year on ISMA 2021, I think there were around 7 universities, top universities worldwide, that joined this ISMA program and enable Indonesian students studying to those top universities. And in the upcoming 2022, DICTI or the ministry said there will be more top universities worldwide join this IISMA program. So it would be very exciting for you guys to join this upcoming IISMA. Okay, then what is IISMA itself? IISMA is actually the offline grant. I said offline grant because participants or awardees would be able to study to the top university worldwide offline, or visiting them or studying them physically, not via online. Okay, then this grant is also very generous because it gives quite a lot of money. You can, I think, ask Eileen about that. Okay, but yeah, people say that the grant amount is quite high because it works with LPDP. You know LPDP, right? This is the endowing fund of Indonesia, Republic of Indonesia, dedicated for education. So they are very generous. And the quota, I said still TBC because the 2022 has not been launched yet, but last year was 1,000 awardees or 1,000 students as the IISMA quota. And this one is also important, that this IISMA must be applied by the applicants themselves, not by the university. So Ubaya cannot facilitate or cannot help you to apply, but the applicants themselves can. Okay. Then the grant scheme. This will cover the registration. This is for the university enrollment in your destined universities, then tuition fees on that universities, then it will also give you airplane ticket, the economy class, then settlement and living cost allowance, health insurance, for visa, for buying books, and also for COVID-19 related tests like PCR. All will be covered by this grant. This is IISMA grant. And these are important requirements. I said important, and because this one is mandatory, compulsory, not optional. The first one is your GPA must be minimum of 3.0. If you are less, you will directly be rejected. Okay. Then you need to also have a good English language proficiency, demonstrated with your score of IBT TOEFL of 78, IELTS of 6 or IELTS 6.0 or Duolingo 100. Okay, then this one is some explanation about the test one by one. IELTS. IELTS is computer and paper based, the combination, because as far as I know, you need to go to the center, IELTS center, doing the test in there. Okay, that's why it's the combination between computer and paper based. And you need to find an official IELTS center to conduct or to carry out this test. And this one is scheduled test. You cannot do the IELTS test anytime, because as far as I know, monthly there are only 3 or 4 tests conducted. Then the cost is around 3 million. Then the result will, if computer based, 3 till 5 days, while paper-based 2 weeks. Okay. Then TOEFL. TOEFL, same. IBT is computer-based. You also need to find official TOEFL IBT center, the official one. And this one is also the scheduled test. Same, around 3 till 4 times monthly. And the cost is around 3.3 million rupiah. And the result will be released in 10 till 14 days. Once again, the type of the test must be the international one, the official one, not prediction, not the preparation, not the other unofficial one, but must be the international and the official one. Okay, those types of tests will be, ISMA will only accept those kind of tests, the official one. Last but not least is Duolingo. This one is computer-based, and you can do it anytime. You can even do it now if you want, because you just need to download application, Duolingo application, and then you can directly do your. Of course, you need to register, and then you can directly your Duolingo test. I think Aileen will also share about this later on. And for further information about this Duolingo, you can download the apps, or you can go to the Duolingo website. And the cost of this test is relatively cheaper compared to the other two, because it only costs 750,000 rupiah. And the result will come in 2 days only. Related to the English test, something that is very important, you need to learn and find which test you want to take, and then focus on the test that you will take. Okay, if you want to take TOEFL, don't study the IELTS. If you want to take IELTS, don't study the TOEFL, but focus on IELTS, and vice versa. Okay, if you want to take Duolingo, please focus on taking Duolingo test. Okay, don't get confused, don't get mixed up which one you want to take, but you first need to determine which one do you want to take first. Do you want to take for your test, and then focus on it. Okay, that is just my important note as a reminder for all of you, just to ease you not to get mixed up or get confused with the test. Okay, then another mandatory requirements, you need to have a nomination letter from Upaya, but this one is fine. My office of institutional cooperation will do for you. For you means for those who are not completing, who match with the previous requirements of the test, of the GPA. Then once you pass all of the requirements, then we will easily make or write the nomination letter for you to apply for the IISMA. Okay, and this one is still questionable, but from the unofficial information, I get information that for this one, for this upcoming IISMA, student must be from semester 4 till semester 6. Okay, but once again, this is still unofficial. We need to wait. That's why I put yellow highlight on it, because I think last year was till 7, yeah, Aileen, yeah.
Yes, actually,
Yes.
I enrolled for the IISMA program when I was in my seventh semester.
Okay. Yeah, because I heard for this upcoming one, it's till 6. But let's see what the official release would be. Okay. Then last year, applicants were also asked to write essay. Is that correct, Eileen?
Yeah, that's correct. So we have to do like it's not like I think it was just a regular essay, and it wasn't that hard or time or energy consuming. It's just like a basic essay.
Okay. Then you must be an active student of certain university because you are by student, so this one is totally fine for you. Okay. But the most important one were the previous two, your GPA and your English test. Okay. Then, yeah, this is the expected launching that I received information from my colleagues. It is expected to be launched March next month. Then, yeah, once again, application registration must be done by the applicant itself via web. And the web, IISMA web looks like this. I think later Eileen will also talk about this. Okay, so this is the IISMA web where you can register, apply. I think you need to log in first, yeah. I don't have any deep knowledge about this because I was not the applicant, but Eileen was. That's why she will talk about this later. Then next agenda. After this, I hope that you have more insights and understanding about IISMA and what to prepare. Then once the IISMA 2022 is officially launched, then I will also make another socialization session to Upaya students. Okay. Today's session is before it is launched, while the next one is after it is launched. And then if you have any question, you can also contact our email, my office email, internationalplusstudent@unit.ubaya.ac.id. Okay, I think that's all from me. Then I will now give time to Eileen. Please, Eileen.
Thank you, Pak Adi, for opening this meeting today. And okay, I'll start with hi guys, hi everyone, how are you? I hope you're excited enough to hear about this IISMA program today. Anyone? Okay, I got an applause from Isabella. Thank you. And yes, it is a tempting program, and I think it is very prestigious, and it has lots of benefits for especially for students. And I think from what Padi has said, the scholarship is quite big. Actually, it's not quite big. It is very big because compared to any other scholarships in Indonesia, I think it's the biggest one. And the surprising part at that it wasn't that hard. I mean, like, no, actually, it wasn't not hard, but the requirements were not that difficult to fulfill. You know, if you compare it to any other scholarships that you have to, it is required for you to do the IELTS or TOEFL. I think with the IISMA scholarship, which allow you to do Duolingo instead, really helps us a lot because Duolingo is so much cheaper. And actually I cannot say this, but because I've never taken the IELTS or TOEFL test before, But I think, in my opinion, and based on what of my friends are saying, Duolingo is the easiest one. Maybe yes, maybe no. But yeah, I suggest that you take the test that you feel like you can do it. And for me, if you haven't taken any other English proficiency test before, I think it's best for you to take the Duolingo instead of TOEFL and IELTS. That's the first one. That's about the English proficiency test. And then what else? Okay, I'll be talking about the English proficiency test more because I think it is one of the important, what is it like? It is one of the important requirement that will allow you to win the scholarship. Uh, as you can see that the minimum requirements is actually 100, right? But please don't be fooled by the requirement because it's like the minimum bare. So uh, there are lots of universities that you can enroll for the IISMA program. And for each university, I think they set different standards. From what I remember, the highest one is 125, and it is for UBC, uh, University of British Columbia in Canada. Well, it's not surprising because UBC is like one of the top universities in the world. So yeah, the Duolingo standard requirement is quite high, which is 125, and the second highest one is, I think, UPenn, University of Pennsylvania. I think it is 120. Yeah. So yeah, the point is that the minimum bare is 100 and the highest one is 125. And in this case, as we know that every university sets different standards for the Duolingo score, I need you guys to make sure. I need you to set the standards for yourself. For example, if you're going after the UPenn, which required the Duolingo score to be 120, my advice will be please try your best to get the at least 125 score for your Duolingo test. So I think you'll be given like a list for the requirements for the GPA and also the what is it the Duolingo score. Pak Adi, can I show them? Is it okay if I show them the list of the GPA and the Duolingo score requirements?
Yes, no problem.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I think this is to say that what Eileen want to say is try your best, not only just trying to pass the 100, but try to reach the highest point you can reach, right? Because you don't know, if you plan to go to certain university like UPenn or Pennsylvania, they are very high. Then if you only get 100, even though that's the minimum requirement from IISMA, you won't pass. So just try your best to reach the highest you can. I think that's the point, right?
Yes, and not to mention that you're going to compete with
Yeah.
thousands of students all over Indonesia.
Yeah.
So I think you
Yeah.
have to give your best
Yeah.
shot.
I think
Good.
last year was around 4,000, yeah, or 3 or 4,000
I'm not sure. Some
registered for
might say it
IISMA,
was like,
and then they were selected into 1,000. Yeah,
yeah, I think
just give you some insight how many students that you will compete with. So you need to do your best, perform your best, then hopefully you can be accepted. Okay. Yes, please continue.
Okay, please bear with me, guys. I'm sorry, I cannot find it.
And I also heard that some information that uh, your university preference is also determine whether you will be successful or not. In this case, it means that if your chosen university is very popular and very high demanding, then you will compete with more awardees. But if you choose the unpopular one, then your uh, possibility to be accepted will be higher. Is that correct, Eileen? As far as you know?
Yes. Actually, I think the most important, what is it? Like, apa ya ngomongnya? Kayak semacam, actually, I'm not sure. And everything that I'm going to tell you today is based on my experience and semacam kayak konklusi di kepala aku sendiri, and I cannot guarantee all of the information because I don't want to cross the boundaries itself about the IISMA from the government requirements. But based on what I have seen and my experience, that GPA plays a very important role for this program. So I suggest that your GPA must be at least 3.5, I think. I'm not sure because the last time that I asked some of my friends from the ISMA York awardee, they said all of their GPA were like 3.8 above, 3.8 above. So yeah, I think GPA plays an important role. That's the first one. And well, I mean, like, it's not surprising though, because I mean, like, the government wants to guarantee that the ISMA scholarship awardee will pass will pass the exam at the host university. That's why I think they ask your GPA to be high enough. That's the first one. And then the second one is the English proficiency test. I think the higher your English proficiency test gets,
The better.
The higher the chance that
The
you'll
better
be
chance,
accepted.
yeah. The higher
So
chance.
for the scholarship. And then the third one, I think, is like the additional point was English, like English something experience, either if it is in organization or competition. For example, if you join like English speech competition, English debating competition, English business case competition, anything that related to English, because like, yeah, it shows that you have experience in using English in real life or like applied. And then the next one is also, I'm not sure if it's mandatory or not, but I think most of the ISMA York awardee have or had international exposure before. In this case, international exposure can be like maybe they join the international conference, or maybe student exchange, or like international exposure, or maybe you join a competition abroad. So yeah, I think those two are the additional value added for you if you have it. So yeah, international exposure through competitions, our student exchange program, international webinar, or no webinar. It has to be like the
The
competition.
real one. The real one.
And then also like the proof that you have applied English in real life. For example, if you join or want English competitions, yeah, I think that's it. And then now I'll show you this. Okay, can everyone see the screen that I'm sharing now? Udah terlihat jelas ya, Pak?
Yes.
Okay.
I think you just need to make your percentage bigger, but I think you can see already.
Okay, I'll zoom it so that it doesn't have to be this small. Okay, so as you can see, yeah, this is the minimum GPA, which is most of them are 3, except for NTU. Well, this is obvious though. This is NTU. It says like 3.8. And then this is Tohoku University, Japan, 3.2. And yeah, I think I'm allowed to share this later with you guys if you want it.
Wait, don't share this one. Don't share the file yet.
Oh, okay.
But I think just share just yours here.
Okay. So
okay.
Yeah,
That's better.
I'm not okay, it's fine. I'm not sure if it will be the same as the previous IISMA requirements, such as this one, but I think it quite be similar. So yeah, this is the minimum GPA, and then this is the minimum IELTS, minimum TOEFL IBT, ITP, and Duolingo test. Okay, so you can see that there's this note for each English proficiency test. For example, minimum IELTS for Boston University is 6.5 and no subscore below 6.5. So what does subscore mean? The subscore means that, so for your Duolingo,
like this one, reading, listening, not below 6.5. If you see TOEFL here.
The subscore, I think there will be like 4 subscores: reading, listening, speaking, and writing. And doesn't matter if you get like very high score, for example, like 7 or even 8, but if one of the subscore is below 6.5, it means that you cannot enroll for Boston University. Yeah, so, and then the TOEFL IBT is that the minimum score is 84, but you have to pay attention for the minimum subscore for every what is it like?
Yeah, subscore.
Yeah. And then the next one is ITP. Also, there's this requirement for every subscore, and also Duolingo tests. And as you can see that every university is different. So yeah. And okay, for example, I'm going to take a look at this one. Lancaster University. Lancaster University only accepted TOEFL IBT, IELTS, and yeah, basically they just accepted TOEFL IBT and IELTS. They do not accept TOEFL ITP and Duolingo. So yeah, but I think Duolingo covers pretty much all. But once again, if you want to make sure that you can get into any university, I suggest you take the TOEFL IBT or IELTS. But yeah, you have to pay for more expensive course, and I think it's more difficult compared to. And then I'll show you.
I think Island, that's enough for this one. This is Island aims was to show you that each different university has its own requirements, and we cannot really say that all of the universities will be on the IISMA 2022 because the dictee has not released it yet. That's why, yeah, we don't know which university on the previous one will join. But Yeah, every university has a different requirement for GPA, for the TOEFL test, sorry, for the English test. And then if you see also that Duolingo is not accepted by all universities. Okay, that is one. But you need to consider the how easy you pass your TOEFL or your IELTS. Compare to the consideration of your chosen university. Okay, if you fail, if you do your Duolingo, your by your best, and then you reach or get a high score, then you will be able to go to quite many universities. But if you fail your TOEFL or IELTS, then you will not be able to go to anywhere, right? So you need to compare and consider, even though Duolingo is not accepted by all universities, but as Eileen experience, she said that it might be the easiest one compared to the other two, right? So there is the point, the important point Eileen would like to emphasize, right, Eileen?
Yes, and yeah, I think you don't have to worry because even UPenn, NTU, and UBC accepts Duolingo. So yeah, Duolingo is good. I think you just wait for the official program launching from the government itself. And also, my advice for the English proficiency test is it is up to you if you want to take it or not. But I think it's just my honest and quite brutal advice. If your Duolingo test is 110, for example, if your Duolingo test is 110, please just enroll for the university that sets the Duolingo standard for at least 105 or 100. So, like, don't just do the minimum bar. You have to exceed the expectations. So if jadi kayak kemarin waktu aku apply, I think the University of York's Duolingo score requirement was 115, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it was 115, and my Duolingo score is 130. So I think by doing that, you'll get additional point because you exceed the expectation. So yeah, but don't take, I mean, like, it is up to you if you want to take this advice or not. But I think it's one of the way to play it safe. Yeah, I think that's it for the English proficiency test. So English proficiency test is the first step that you have to pass. And the second one is, oh no, actually the first one is your GPA. And then the second one is the English proficiency test, because all the other administration stuffs, Ubaya will provide it to you, like such as the recommendations letter, etc., etc. And please choose the university wisely, because once the recommendation letter from the university is made, it's kind of difficult and hard for you to change your chosen university. So yeah, please consider it very carefully which university you want to choose. And then the next one is, essay. If you have passed the administration things and then English proficiency test and also your GPA, you have to make an essay. So I'm not going to show you my essay, but I'm going to show you some of those questions. So there are 4 questions for the essays, and I think each question asks you the maximum words for each questions is 200. So the first one is discuss your past academic achievements, including skills. So this is the first question. I put it on the chat box. Discuss your past academic achievements, including the process and skills involved in your previous or current degree program. And to answer this question, it is best for you to use the STAR method. The STAR method is situation, task, action, result. Okay, so this STAR method is very beneficial and useful for you to use in every other questions, in interview, in essay, yeah, basically anything. Oh, sorry, it's for Padi only. I'm going to change it for everyone. Sorry,
Wait,
guys.
I will now share screen my PowerPoint. I mean, I'll write what Eileen typed on my PPT and share it to
Okay.
you, share screen to you to make it bigger. Okay, wait.
Okay.
Let me do it for you. Wait. Right. Oops. How come it cannot be copy paste? Wait. Then I think it's here, but let me try to copy paste what you type.
Okay. Or should I present the PowerPoint? So.
Okay, you do it yourself because I cannot copy paste the your type one. Right. Let me stop share. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So. Can everyone see the screen?
Yes.
Okay. So the first one is wait, can I see the chat box? Okay, so yeah, this is the one of the questions. So discuss your past academic achievements, including the process and skills involved in your previous or current degree program. So yeah, it is your time to showcase the IISMA juries about your achievements. And I think for this question, you have to answer it with STAR. So what is STAR? So yeah, you have to answer it with STAR, starting with as situation, the situation that you are in, and then the task. And then the task is like the task that you have to do in order to win or in order for you to get the achievements. And then the action, the thing that you do. And then the result. I mean, like if you won the competition or not, or etc. And I think in this case, achievements doesn't have to be competition. It can be anything. Yeah, but I think mainly it's about competitions. But I think if you ever win, like you've ever chosen to represent your school to do the international competition abroad and you represent them, I think it's also fine. It doesn't matter as long as you can elaborate. Because the thing is that you have to be able to elaborate it. And then the next one is please outline your plans to engage with local and international communities using clear example. Please outline your plans to engage with local and international communities during IISMA program using clear examples. Yeah, I can give you some of the hints. Maybe you can talk about organizations that you'll join, in the host university. And also, please make it subtle and specific. Like, don't just say, I'm going to join the organization, I'm going to be active. I think that's too general. You have to be specific, like you have to do your research. Do your research about certain organization that you want to join. Yeah.
This one means this one refers to certain organization in the host university that you will go. Okay.
Yes.
Right.
I literally do your research. Okay. And then the next one is discuss a time when you face a difficult academic challenge or hurdle and how you navigated through it. Once again, use star. Use star. And then the next one is, this is the last one. How will this program IISMA, help you to achieve your immediate goals, and how can you contribute back to this program? In this case, maybe you can use star or just elaborate your dream and goal. Yeah, I think that's the, what is it, like the main points of the essay. And one thing that I want you guys to remember, that it's an essay. Everyone will do the essay and you have to make it stand out. You have to make it unique. You have to show what you have, what you can do, while the other cannot. Because if you make it like the regular essay, the boring one, it won't give you like additional points. So yeah, pay attention to do the essay as good as you can. Be unique, and but don't lie. Please don't lie, because it will give you a hard time if you lie. Yeah, that's it for the essay. I'll give you the PowerPoint later. And then the next one is, I think that's it. So for the requirements. Okay, so after you submit all the essays and the administrative requirements and your GPA, English proficiency test, and other administrative stuff, bakal ada kayak the next round. The next round is interview. And I'm not sure if it's going to be same as my process, but yeah, I'll tell you about the process of mine. So yeah, if you pass the first phase, you'll be informed through the website that you have passed the first phase, and you'll have to join the next phase, which is the interview. And the interview was conducted by many people. So yeah, you and your friends might get the different interviewee. So, for example, my questions, my questions is about my achievements. This is kind of weird though. I don't know why they asked this, but they asked me like, you have quite good achievements. Please tell me what did you do to achieve those stuffs? Something like this. And then the next one is, and okay, another with question is, how do you deal with people who's not as smart as you? Yeah. And then the next one is, please elaborate. When was your biggest problem in life?
How long was your interview, Eileen?
I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, it was 15 minutes.
So each awardee, each applicants were interviewed for 15 minutes.
Yeah, each applicants, nothing more, nothing less. But I don't know, maybe in my opinion, my interview time was like 20 minutes. I think the longer your interview, the better the result will be. Because yeah, if your interview is long enough, I think it means that the people that does the interview with you likes you. Maybe yes, maybe no. But yeah, basically, these are the questions, and please keep in mind that not everyone gets the same question, but you will get the same question with some of the other applicants. So another advice is that be unique with your answer. Because if you provide your boring, regular, basic answers, it won't bring you anywhere, I guess. But yeah, and then IISMA interview, but this one is like other applicants questions. Wait. So why do you choose
Any certain clothes that the interview, the applicants need to wear?
just wear the smart
Smart
casual.
look. Smart look.
Smart and casual.
Okay.
Choose the university.
Are we still here? Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I think we got lagging.
Oh, so yeah, I think the internet connection is not that stable. Okay.
Also, during the interview, you need to show that you are excited. You
Yeah,
need
you
to
have
show
to.
that, yeah,
Your
your
enthusiasm
interest. Yes, yes, yes.
have to be like super enthusiasm.
Don't make your interviewer see that you are, well, you are not really interested, then why should I give this money to you? Right?
Yes, you have to like literally show that you will do anything to win the scholarship.
Mhm.
Communities there. Um, yeah, I think that's like some of the questions that other applicants get asked. So yeah, I think that's it, sir. Like after you finish the interview, you'll have to wait for a couple of weeks or maybe even months. I forgot. Is it like 2 weeks or more? I'm not,
I
yeah,
think
maybe
more.
it's just, yeah, it's just like a couple of
I think
weeks.
more.
And then,
Yeah.
really? Oh, yeah. And then, yeah, you'll get informed whether you get the scholarship or not. I think that's it from me. And please ask questions if you want to know more about the scholarships.
Okay, thank you, Alin. Thank you for sharing your experience during your application to ISMA 2021. Then there was a question from one of the participants, whether the PPT would be shared. Yes, the PPT, mine and also Eileen will be shared. And for the recorded one, we will share also the YouTube link, because now we are live stream on YouTube actually. So we will share the YouTube stream for those who missed this one, or you have friends who missed this one, then you can share to them. Okay, no problem about that. Now, as Eileen already finished, then also me already finished, then we can go through to the question and answer session. You can type in chat section, or you can raise your hand and directly ask. Okay, please feel free to ask anything about ISMA, as I and Eileen would be very happy to answer it.
If you want to be anonymous, you can just ask me in private chat box and I will not mention
Yes.
my name. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Please.
Oh, okay. So yeah, someone asked me,
Participants.
what achievement did Eileen get before the ISMA program that made the jury's interest to ask about it? Thank you.
Too
Wait.
many. The answer are too many.
No, actually.
No, just kidding you.
No. I think, I guess I was an underdog. So, what is it like? You don't have to worry if you're lacking of achievements or experience. Just please try. Just please try, because no one knows. No one knows. Okay, for the achievements, it was like my GPA. They asked me about how can I get my GPA. And yeah, they know that my GPA is 3.99. And then the next one is I represented Upaya for the English speech competition in China. And also student exchange that I've been to in Singapore. And then English debating competition, which is PIMUS. It was just like a university competition. And then top 10 international statistics competition, which is not that amazing, but you have to elaborate it. I think uh, it's okay for you to, what is it, like melebih-lebihkan. It's fine, guys. You have to do it actually in order for you to exit among other applicants. And then that's for the first question. And then the next one, how long you prepared for ISMA program? Okay, this one is interesting question because I have interesting story to tell about. For the ISMA program, actually, aku telat banget waktu itu tahu tentang programnya. Jadi waktu itu, actually the program dari Ubaya sendiri itu udah ditutup. Bener kan ya Pak? Waktu itu, kalau nggak salah, pendaftaran internal dari Ubaya itu has been closed. And I think aku chat Bapak through WhatsApp.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, the last year experience was Dikti itself. I think they released the program a bit very close to the opening to the application time. Then I think last year we had a very short preparation session and socialization. That's why this year I don't want to do it again. That's why I prepared 2 sessions to have a better preparation. But last year was different. Last year was very tight schedule. That was the last year one.
So most of the ISMA applicants from Ubaya, I think they prepare it best for the English proficiency test, right? Because I remember that Ubaya gave this placement test for TOEFL IPT, but I didn't. But I didn't do it because I didn't know that there was this placement test. I missed the test, so I prepared my Duolingo test for two days, I think. Yeah, I studied for the Duolingo test for 2 days. It was stressful because it was the first time that I have ever taken the English proficiency test before. I've never taken the English proficiency test before, and I have to prepare it for 2 days. It was stressful, but if I can do it, then I believe that you guys can do it. But please don't do it. Jangan mepet-mepet, guys. Please do it. Please prepare it jauh-jauh hari. Okay? And I think for the essay, I did it for like a day or 2 days. Yeah. So for the English proficiency test, I prepare it for 2 days. And then the essay, I did it. Yeah, I've been doing it for 2 days. And then for the interview, because the weird thing about the interview is that the announcement about whether I passed the first phase or not was like at 9 o'clock in the evening, 9 o'clock or even 10, I forgot. Maybe it's 9 or 10. And then the interview was conducted the day after. So you'll have like, what, 5 hours to prepare for your interview? Yeah, 5 hours. So yeah, the interview was like about 5 hours. I think that's it. And then the next one is
Perhaps you can also share about how did Duolingo test look like, Eileen?
Oh, wait. Actually, the Duolingo test is you can access the practice test, and it is very similar though. It is very similar with the real test. You can do the practice test for free for unlimited too, for free, and you can try it as much as you can, and you'll get like the prediction score. So okay, for example, if you set the target for yourself, if you want to get like 120, at least you'll have to get your prediction score for 120 before you take the real test. Because I think the prediction test will be similar to your real score. The prediction score will be similar. Yeah, and then another advice. You can search it on YouTube. Duolingo test preparation, because I only prepared for about 2 days. I think the YouTube part was very useful for me because I get lots of useful informations about the Duolingo test from YouTube. So yeah, it's free though. And then the next one is, saya ingin bertanya, memilih universitas kan juga memilih mata kuliah. Apakah matkulnya harus bisa direkognisi dengan matkul di Ubaya ya? Karena kalau mengikuti MBKM kan biasa begitu. Padahal kalau ISMA atau MBKM kan inginnya kita belajar di luar field kita yang bisa terkait itu.
Okay, let me answer it about the conversion. Okay, the conversion of the course of or the subject is something that is still needs to be discussed. I mean, once you are selected as awardee, then you need to discuss with your head of study program or kajur, yeah, kajur, to discuss the mapping of the curriculum and the conversion of the subject that you will take. Okay, because the responsibility of course conversion is on the head of the study program or on the kajur. Okay, so also it will you will also talk about the credit units that will be converted when you are taking your IISMA. Okay, so yeah, all is the responsibility and decision of your head of your study program once you have been selected as awardee. Okay, that's clear.
And yeah, I think I'd like to add a little more. Oke, jadi ada kata-kata bahwa padahal kan kalau MBKM kita lebih baik belajar di luar field kita. Yes, I agree. I agree with you if you want to say that you want to learn outside your fields. But please keep in mind that how to say this? Yes, you are allowed to choose the things outside your field, but I think you still have to considerate about you have to consider about the technical difficulties. Okay, if it's outside your field too far, for example, if you're taking industrial engineering and you want to do what biomedical, it will like it's too far. It will jadi kayak bakal mempersulit kamu gitu. Jadi buat aku, I think it's best for you to choose the similar field as your major, but it is okay for you to choose outside your major, but please don't make it too far because itu bakal dipertanyakan juga menurut aku sama pihak pemberi beasiswa. Mereka nanti menurut aku juga maybe yes, maybe no, takut untuk memberikan kamu beasiswa, takut kalau kamu gak bakal bisa pass the assessment or the exam di host university. That's my personal advice, Lucy.
I also would like to add something that the subjects available on your host university have already been determined. So there will be several or many subjects that you need to take from that option. You cannot take
Oh yeah,
outside, right? You cannot take
yeah.
outside from those subjects that have been determined by your host university. That is something additional from me, right?
I think each host university
Hmm,
will provide you like
different.
maybe 10 options. I forgot if it's yeah, around 7 or 10 options of the subjects that you can take. Yeah. So yeah. Uh and then the next question is, oh, I'd like to ask about the amount of universities which we can apply. Like, can we make the priorities or just one or two? Well, this is okay. This is interesting question too. Uh, in the first batch of the IISMA program, you can only choose one university. So you have to be very considerate, very be careful, and yeah, very everything before you choose your university because you don't get to choose the second option. It could be just one. Uh, and uh, but in the reality, they didn't actually tell us the what is it like the quota for each university. We didn't know like the quota for each university. So there's this I think one of the applicants from Ubaya get to be deferred from Korea University to Palaki University. I'm not sure, but I think yeah.
Yeah, I think the postponement were not because of the academic things, but because of the COVID-19 pandemic that
Oh yeah, yeah.
prohibit them. Doesn't relate anything with the academic or the chosen subjects. Most
Oh,
due to only the COVID-19 that uh, prohibit foreigners coming to the countries of that host universities.
kalau yang ini setahu aku ini sih Pak, yang masalah dipindah itu jadi the day that I got the announcement, the day
Oh,
that I got the announcement.
you mean
Yeah.
they move someone to other university, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because of
okay.
jadi karena kuotanya itu udah penuh, because of
Yeah,
their
yeah, yeah.
quota, the government like assign you to another university,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
some random university, and
That's
you
assigning to other university, not differ. Differ means postpone, right?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
differ is the one. Oh yeah, differ yang differ
Convert,
itu
you probably convert is better term.
di kayak di
Move.
yeah.
Move to other
But this
university.
one
Yeah,
is you'll be assigned to another university, some other random universities. Uh, and you could not negotiate. So it's just take it or leave it. Yeah, that's from the first batch. I hope there will be any difference for
yeah,
the
that
next.
happens. That happens, but that's 100% from the committee, the ISMA committee, where
Yeah, from the
the
IISMA.
applicants, the universities cannot really deal with it. You need to accept or leave it. Yeah. But once
Okay.
you already get it, you accept that change, then you will be sent. But because of the COVID, then at that time they were deferred or they were postponed for their departure day. Okay.
Yes, that's correct. Thank you, sir. And next question is, how do you deal with your thesis when you join this program? Okay. So, my target since I got into the university, I've always wanted to finish my university within 3 years if it's possible. But because it was impossible, I have to finish it within 3.5 years. So, yeah, I joined this program on my 7th semester. Actually, I finished my thesis before I flew to United Kingdom. So, because I believe that I don't want to do my, actually, it is, you are prohibited to do any kind of thesis or assignments or assessments from your home university in the host university. So you are expected to be focused. You are expected to focus on your tasks, activities, assessments, blah, 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 and so on for your host university. So, jadi aku udah kayak aku udah kayak menarget that I had to finish my thesis before I flew to UK. Yeah, I think my advice if you are in your 7th semester and you want to join the program is to finish your thesis as soon as possible. I mean, like if you can start your proposal in your semester 6, so then just start it on your 6th semester so that you can start on doing your real thesis as soon as possible. And then the next one is okay, about the biaya tes. Apakah biaya tesnya itu sudah kita tanggung sita atau dibantu Ubaya? Okay, so in my batch, they do the reimbursement. They did the reimbursement. So
we will inform you about this during once the IISMA has been launched later on my second session next time. Okay, I mean we will update what the Ubaya policy related to the English test costs.
Okay.
Okay.
But I mean, like, my advice is the Duolingo is not that expensive compared to the benefits and the scholarships that you'll get. So I think, in my opinion, IISMA is the easiest scholarship that you can get. So yeah, please try it. Yeah. And then the next one is, does joining IISMA can make your graduation affected? Oh, well, it depends. It depends on your faculty, I think. Because my friend from ITB, ITB di Bandung, they have to jadi kayak graduationnya harus mundur 1 semester karena ya, you see that different universities, different faculties have their own policies. So yeah, I cannot answer this for you. I think you have to ask for your faculty about this stuff. But even if you have to like postpone your graduation, I think it's worth it.
Really worth it.
Yeah,
just a matter of graduation time is fine.
Yeah, like it's just for like a semester, 6 months. It doesn't matter though. And then syaratnya kan ada IELTS, TOEFL, Duolingo. Tetapi jika ada atau bisa bahasa negara yang dituju, apakah kita obviously, I mean like okay, for example, if you can speak Korea and you want to go to Korea, yes, please. I mean like it will give you like so much added value for you, I think. Yeah. I mean like you have to add that in your essay or resume. Oh yeah, guys, oh my gosh, I forgot that you have to submit your resume. You have to submit your resume at the website. Yeah.
During the application, if I'm not mistaken,
yeah,
right?
For the first phase, you have to submit your.
Yeah, if you have any additional language proficiency, just inform them, show them that you have it. Okay.
Okay. Next question is, dengan ikut IISMA, apakah lulusnya mundur? Ini, okay. I'm a lucky. I'm a lucky girl. So yeah, I still get to finish within 3.5 years but I cannot guarantee anything. I mean, like it depends on you, it depends on the faculty, it depends on your university. Yeah, it depends on every other third parties. So, but even if it's postponed, just I mean, like ISMA is the best experience that I have ever had. So yeah, it it's not a big deal. Can you spill the YouTube channel that you follow a lot for the prepared Duolingo test? Oh, okay, okay, I will. Uh, I'll do it now. Wait, so that I will not forget. This one. Everyone. Okay, this is the okay. That's the link to my favorite channel. To my favorite channel about what is it about the Duolingo preparation? English with Luke. And then the next question is, well, I also choose the random channel though. It's not just from the English with Luke, but just take a look at any channel that you think might help you. Apakah ada kuota untuk setiap host university? Dan semisal kita lolos, apakah ada kuota untuk setiap host university? Yes, there is. And the weird stuff is that the IISMA committee did not show us the quota, but that's in my batch. I'm not sure in the second batch. But yeah,
there are quotas and the committee will not show you about that. But there is quota. It is demonstrated with what we just discussed, that if the quota exceeds, then you might be asked to be moved to other universities, as we discussed before. Okay.
Dan semisal kita lolos seleksi, namun kuota di sana udah penuh, apakah kita dipindahkan? Yes, correct.
Yes.
Oh, wait. Actually, if you want to go to, if you choose this one university, even though you meet all the requirements, or even though you exceed the requirements, but the quota is full, there will be two options. I mean, like, you can be rejected or you can be assigned to other universities. So yeah, I'm not sure, but just do your best. Yeah, because yeah, I am no ISMA committee that can guarantee this stuff.
Yeah, it is no guarantee that you will be assigned to other university, even though you pass all of the things.
Yeah.
Okay, because you need to compete with other applicants.
Yes.
Who might have a better GPA, better English proficiency. That is just to add for your information.
Yes. Jika dipindahkan ke universitas lain, apakah kita diberi kesempatan untuk memilih atau ditentukan? Well, it is like udah saklek sih, kayak take it or leave it. The IISMA committee will choose it for you. You don't get to choose between options. No, they'll choose it for you, but you have the rights to take it or reject it. Okay, the next one is, apakah interviewernya berasal dari negara Indonesia atau berasal dari universitas yang daftar? Good question. Dari Indonesia. It's from the IISMA committee. So please make sure that you will impress the IISMA committee, not the host university. Make sure that you will impress the IISMA committee, that you can convince them that you will contribute to Indonesia if you get the program.
Because the host committee, the host university will only accept what have been recommended by the committee.
So actually, I'm not sure about that, sir, because from what I've heard, if the people who enroll for the host university exceed the quota, I think
Oh yeah,
we,
that's if relates if the quota exceeds.
yeah,
But in the normal situation, normally the committee have the right, have the power to recommend. That's
yeah, I
a
think
different situation. Yeah.
so. For the just I think for the essay, resume, for the essay and resume and English proficiency test, please make sure that you can, what is it? Like you can mesmer, what is it? Like, kamu kayak bisa bikin juri di IISMA dan juga di host university itu impressed by you. But yeah, for the interview, I think you'll have to impress the Indonesian community. Then the next question is, apakah courses yang dibuka akan hanya bisa dilihat saat pendaftaran di situs kampus Merdeka nanti? Yeah. You'll have to choose the course later when they officially launch the program. How do I write a good essay so that I can be accepted? Okay, essay. Yes, I have several personal advice. The first one is be unique. Be unique is like the most important thing. I mean, like, okay, for example, if I ask you, what is the biggest hurdle that you have to overcome during your university study period or something like that? Don't just answer it like, oh yeah, I have to pass this particular subject. I really wanted to get an A. I mean, like that's too basic. Everyone wants the same stuff as you. Everyone wants to get an A. So you have to be more specific, like the biggest hurdle, the biggest problem that you have ever. Actually, for my interview, they asked me the biggest problem that I've ever had in my life was that I have to overcome with my grief, with my loss of my dog. I think that's unique enough. I mean, like you have to tell like the real story about your problem. That's not basic. That is different from everyone else. But you have to be honest and also specific. Please be specific because I mean, like you just need to focus on one thing. If they ask you about achievements, just highlight some of your biggest achievements. Don't like list all of your achievements, but you don't explain it that specific. And use the STAR method if it's needed. The situation, task, action, result. It will help the committee to assess your essay. And then the next one is kegiatan mahasiswa apa saja yang kakak ikuti saat di Universitas of York dan bagaimana cara kakak mengatur waktu antara kuliah dan kegiatan? Actually, so I joined. I mean, like it's not that I was officially joining the program. Jadi aku ada join kayak acara PPI York, Persatuan Pelajar Indonesia. And then I also, what was it? Like there's like this society, society. I joined the badminton society. And I also hang out with some of the friends. So yeah, aktivitas di sana nggak terlalu padat sih, karena you'll only take 4 subjects, and it's not that padat. Jadi nggak sepadat itu, karena hanya cuma 4 subjek. Dan menurut aku it's okay for you to join 1 or 2 societies and still hang out with your friends, still travel. It's possible. I don't have any special advice untuk mengatur waktu karena memang nggak sepadat itu sih. Jadi ya, tapi prioritize your homework, assessment, and stuffs. And then the next one, untuk CV-nya, apakah ada format tertentu atau bebas? Bisa sekreatif mungkin. From what I remember, it is up to you. If you want to provide them your creative CV, it's fine. If you want to provide ATS-friendly CV, it's also fine. But personally, me advise you to give the ATS-friendly CV, like the professional ATS-friendly CV. And then the next one is, untuk achievement itu, pengalaman organisasi dan kepanitiaan itu termasuk kan ya, Ci? Soalnya aku kurang ikut perlombaan gitu. I'm going to answer this with my personal answer. Jadi kalau personal answer, it's okay for you to take it. If you want to take it, yes, please. If you don't want to, it's okay. But I think if it's about the organization experience, yes, you can put it in the achievement, but it has to be specific. I mean, like, okay, for example, if you are in the, what? I've never joined any organization before with it. Let me think. Okay, jadi for example, if you are in the sponsorship division, and you have managed to secure like maybe 10 million rupiah sponsorship, then yes, it is an achievement. It is an achievement that you can put in your resume or essay. But if it's like you just be like the regular committee, then I suggest you not to put it in the achievement, because achievement is something that you achieve, but other people don't. And then achievements is, I think it should be measurable. You have to be able to elaborate what kind of achievement is it. So yeah, if it's about the organization, or if you, I mean, like, if you get elected to be like the head, ketua something, ketua BEM, ketua PIMUS, or whatever is it. Yeah, I think that's also an achievement. The next one is, yeah, I think there will be like 5. Guys, I need to drink. Please give me 1 minute to drink. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, hi, I'm back. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I will answer with, cuman 2 pertanyaan kok, Pak. Udah sisa 2 pertanyaan doang. Just to make sure, berarti skor English proficiency test kita sudah harus ada di bulan Maret ya. Nah ini I'm not sure because the deadlines might be different, but yeah, I think your English proficiency test must be available before the deadlines for you to submit the administrative things. Tapi jangan ambil sekarang. Maksudku kayak you don't rush it. Take the test if you are well prepared, and then yeah, maybe 1 week before the deadlines. Oh, the next one is for the essay, 2,000 words maximum is for each question or for the whole essay. Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, it's 200, 200 words maximum for each questions, not 2,000. And that's for each question. So please use it wisely. And then the next one is, kalau misalnya jadi kepala divisi BEM atau koordinator DPM itu termasuk achievement KC? Yeah. I mean, like, it could be. It depends on how you can elaborate it. Please elaborate it using star. And then the next one is, what interview question is the most difficult according to you, Jay? I think there's no such thing as difficult interview questions, because the questions were mostly about you. So yeah, but I think the most difficult one is when they all of a sudden ask me about how do you deal with people who's not that smart. I was like, okay, nice question. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, I'm just going to open one last question. Anyone want to ask? One last.
Sorry, guys, I was just disconnected because of the blackout, but now I'm back. There was one question from someone. She asked about the nomination letter and also whether it is possible to apply IISMA twice. The answer is, just rest assured the nomination letter to us, to Ubaya. We already have the template and we'll write the letter according to your achievement in relation to GPA, English and English proficiency. So don't worry about nomination letter. We will do it. Okay. Then about the IISMA, I think if you failed for your first IISMA application, then you will still be able to apply for the next one. But if you already get the IISMA, the first IISMA, then you will not be able to apply for the second one. Do you know about that, Eileen? Can you apply for two? I don't think so, right?
No, of course. Of course.
Yeah.
You
if you
have
failed,
to give
if you failed, you still be able to apply for the next one. But if you are accepted, then you will not be able to apply for the second one. That's the answers. One last question. Okay, Alan.
That's one last question.
I'm
Okay.
sorry. It's been a while since we talked.
Okay.
I would like to ask some question. First of all, does the Duolingo test still work? When I test last year, since I was IISMA participant as well.
Well, that's a good question. I don't know how long is the duration for Duolingo. Do you know that, Eileen?
Oh yeah, actually
The validation period.
Yeah. Wait. I think itu bisa 2 tahun nggak sih?
Okay.
Yeah.
Let us Google later.
I'm
not really sure.
Kamu bisa pakai lagi sih kalau kamu
Okay, so I don't need to do the test again.
But you need to make sure that first, Alan.
Okay.
Right. To make sure whether the 2 years is correct or not. Are you sure of it?
Most of the English proficiency tests will last for 2 years. TOEFL, IELTS, and even Duolingo will last for about 2 years. But I think the thing is, if your score was quite high enough, but if it wasn't that high, I think I suggest you to take another one.
To get the higher one.
It's just a personal advice.
Yeah, to get the higher one.
What's the what score do you think is like high to you?
It depends on your host university, right? Is that correct, Eileen? 130 like her.
Okay.
No, I was kidding.
Uh,
I scored like
If
last
you
year. I
want-
scored like 120 or something.
Oh,
Since
that's
I like
good. That's good.
yeah.
do bad at the spelling, speaking, and I would like to ask another question. I remember there's a group for the host university, like for all the participants, and I remember that the most active participant there is getting accepted to the university. Does that really affect that much, or there's like a
No.
committee inside the group or something?
No, I think I think that's just like a rumor because I never showed up.
Oh, okay.
I never did anything related with the group. I never even showed up in the group. So yeah, I think yeah. It wasn't that
Yeah,
big deal.
I was not like the type of person just to talk in the group for
And
something, for some random things. So I was there for the information only. And then last question, maybe. I was considered the non-unique participant in the interview. Yeah.
how can you say that?
Yeah. Since I watched your PowerPoint, and then I got the other participant question, not like your unique question. So how do I make my essay really unique? Since like everything in Google maybe like so typical that maybe I just make it really look like that in the Google or something that people think that it's 100% 100% win rate or something.
Okay. Okay. So the first, okay, Alan, you still there?
Yeah.
Okay. My advice is that it has to be personal. I think that's my best advice. It has to be personal. I mean, like, you have to. Okay, I mean, like, you can do this. For example, yang tadi aku udah jelasin. Kalau misal kamu ditanya soal kesulitan yang kamu jumpai di perkuliahan, jangan jawab. Kalau kamu mau jawab, oke, for example, kamu jawab, aku mau dapat IPK 4. Kayak, what kind of answer is that? Kayak semua orang mau dapat IPK 4 kayak gitu. Jadi kayak kamu harus lebih spesifik. Contoh, aku mau menang beasiswa ini supaya aku bisa masuk komunitas ini. Kayak gitu. Kayak yang, maksudnya kayak yang out of the box itu loh. Kayak, kamu coba pikir aja kayak gini. Intinya kamu pikir, jawabanku bakal dijawab sama orang lain apa enggak? Are those other people going to use the same answer as mine? Pertanyaan itu yang perlu kamu tanyakan ke diri sendiri. Setiap kali kamu mau prepare for your interview questions and also for your essay answers. Gitu sih. Jadi pertanyaan yang kamu tanyakan diri sendiri. Apakah, that's why I don't recommend you to use Google because most people will search it on Google. So you'll have the similar answers with the rest of the people. Kayak gitu. Apakah itu menjawab?
I guess so.
Okay.
Okay. Then, because of the time, still any question?
Okay, one last question.
Okay.
Any tips for the resume? Is it formal or try to make it as attractive? Yeah, as I have mentioned before, it's up to you. If you want to make it attractive, creative, it's fine. If you want to make it formal, it's fine. But for my personal opinion, I think it's better for you to provide the formal, professional, ATS-friendly resume.
Okay, I think the point is ATS friendly one.
Yeah, because
Oops.
I'm not sure. I mean, like, are they going to use the ATS machine?
Yeah, because for the resume
to
itself,
process this resume next time. That is the same.
for the resume itself from IISMA, there is no requirements or no detailed information about how does the resume should be look like, right? So just do it. If I'm not mistaken, there is no requirements for, I mean, a certain template or certain requirements for the resume, right? So you can do it, applicants can do it by themselves, which is make professional and ETS friendly one, right? Is that correct, Aaron?
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, but just to play it safe, make sure that it's safe. Just do the ATS friendly, guys. Don't do the creative. It's like because the ATS friendly is like the basic requirements for most of the companies. So yeah.
Okay then. Last one, right?
Sir, just
Another one?
one last question. Berarti nanti saat dibuka kita daftar dulu, baru dikasih waktu untuk melengkapi berkas-berkasnya. Oh, enggak. Oh, wait. Jadi nanti gini sih, kalau yang batchku ya, aku tuh kurang tahu waktu itu karena aku juga telat daftarnya itu. Kayak aku nggak ngerti sebenarnya prosesnya itu gimana. Cuma seingat aku dia bakal buka deadline. I mean, like maybe like for 2 weeks the deadlines, and jadi bukan kamu daftar dulu. Iya sih. You have to register yourself through the website.
Seingat saya sih kamu register dulu terus kasih waktu 1-2 minggu untuk fulfill semuanya, complete semuanya kan ya.
You have to register, but it's like yeah, I mean, like it's easy for you to register. It's like you register for any other application
Email,
on our website.
like applying email, so easy. Yeah.
So yeah. Jadi enggak kok. Atau saat pendaftaran sudah harus enggak. Jadi kamu daftar di website. Nanti kau bakal dikasih waktu kayak 2 weeks or maybe a month for you to submit
Not a month.
all the.
I think too long. 2 weeks, 1 or 2 weeks.
Yeah. But I think the best thing that you can do now to prepare it is to
English.
Prepare for your English proficiency test, and then your resume, of course.
Yeah, from last year experience, English was the obstacle to have more UBI students. So now please be prepared about your English. Okay. Okay, then now it's almost 11 o'clock, and it is for us to conclude our session. Once again, I will organize another event once the IISMA 2022 has been launched later on. Then I will also invite other IISMA awardee joining that session to share with you his or her experience. Okay, and before we leave, as usual, can we do a screenshot, take photo together? Please turn on your video, guys. Sandra, can you take a video, screenshot of us?
Sure, I'll do the photo session. So it would be grateful if you can turn on your camera. And since there's only 2 pages, it will not take a longer time. But yeah, you have to be patient because you don't know in which pages you are.
Okay.
Starting with the first page. 1, 2,
Cheers.
3. Wait. Move on to the second one. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys. I hope this session would be helpful and beneficial for you guys. And Aileen, you want to say something
uh, yeah, just try it, guys. Don't be afraid to try it because you don't have anything to lose, right? Just
Nothing
try
to lose,
the
actually.
oh
Nothing to
what?
lose, I mean, nothing to lose.
Yeah. You have nothing to lose, so just try it and do your best and pray.
Be
And I mean,
confident.
like, yeah. That's the most important thing. You have to be confident, and also maybe before you submit your essay, you can like consult your essay with your friends who's of course not enrolling for the IISMA program because yeah, just to make sure that no one copies another one. Okay,
Okay,
that guys.
that's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, then now we come to the conclusion of this session. Then see you in the next section of ISMA 2022. Okay, guys, bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Thank you, Eileen.
Thank you, Lynn.
Thank you
Thank you,
all.
Mr. Adi.
My pleasure.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Jay.
Thank you, Chi.